Question 648. Given we will have to progress to a less work-based society, how can we achieve this without it turning dystopian?
There's no way we're going to a less work-based society.
We have to. We already have to some degree, and we have to go further.
How have we gone?
There's less work because robots do a lot of it now. Because stuff is automated. The weaving loom and the trains and shit.
I mean, do you know what percentage of America is employed in transportation?
I couldn't tell you.
Bit.
It's something
I don't know the current numbers, Dave. What is it?
It's something like 8 or 9% of the entire economy. It's a massive amount of people.
Everybody quit talking. What?
It's a huge number of people. It's something like 8 or 9% of the economy.
Oh yeah. I believe that.
Okay, right. And they are all going to lose their jobs in the next 10 years.
Damn.
Why is that?
Because we will have self-driving
they're making automated trucks.
Watch X-Men, Logan even. You'll see the automated trucks in that. They're an actual real thing now.
Yeah, they're very real now already. Right, and that's just one industry.
Yeah, no, they already have them.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you see the army. The army are massively using them. They use one truck now with one driver. Okay, and that drives a convoy. Every truck just plays follow.
Yep. He's right.
And having them on the roads actively doing deliveries is, like I said, it's less than a decade away. The entire industry is gone.
That's actually quite saddening to think of.
Right. So the point is,
industry's going, but I wouldn't. Maybe not necessarily that people having to work is not fucking going.
No, but there won't be jobs. The point is there won't be jobs.
There aren't any jobs left for people. There are very few jobs. Well, there are gradually less and less jobs left for people who can't program.
Even that can program, that's starting to go down now.
The only way we'll ever progress as technology as humans, and I don't really care if people don't. It's only fact. We're going to have to integrate ourselves at one point with machinery. Otherwise, we just won't keep up.
Of course we will.
Yeah,
right, but that's not the point here. The point here is very much what Jeff has identified. The point is the jobs are going to go away. There will be no jobs. How do we prevent it becoming dystopian? How do we prevent it?
Let me give you guys an example.
As long as it's a capitalist economy, it's going to end up fucking dystopian. If that's because we're not going to be fucking looked after if jobs go away. So
I think we have two options, which is transition away from everyone needing to be in a job all the time, or ban the replacement of human labor with machines.
That won't work.
You're not going to do either of those, though.
Beth?
The problem you've got is that...
Wait. Beth?
Yeah, I've been trying. Thanks.
I know.
So, at any given time, there are 2 million tractor trailers. This is just tractor trailers. It doesn't count warehousing and all the other shit that goes with it. 2 million tractor trailers in the U.S. right now.
Yeah.
Shit.
Moving shit. Carry on.
And they're going to go literally in a time scale. They're going to go basically overnight.
It's going to cause a problem because humans have to work. That, be productive in some way.
Why?
It's a natural thing, Dave. That's a very natural
No, I agree
thing.
that they have to do something.
Yeah, that's a natural, possibly even an evolutionary thing. But
and the point is that there are
10 years.
I mean, Nerdy says by ensuring the arts aren't ignored. And you focus more on the arts and sports, on the things that potentially bring pleasure.
I think one of the things you can have an issue.
Badger, you've done unbelievably quiet.
I think one of the things you're going to have an issue with there is if everybody's suddenly doing art instead of scraping to exist, you're going to end up with a lot of shit art.
Yes.
A lot of art is shit already anyway, so why the fuck not?
But think of all the art we don't get right now that could be great.
That's also true.
Right, where was it on? Where was this? I'm trying to find this in my book here. I'll be back. I'll pop back on in a sec.
So, what do you mean, like regress is in terms of technology and not have technology anymore?
No, well, no. I mean, well, that's what has been suggested, but that's definitely not what I would suggest. I'm not sure what I'd suggest. I mean, universal basic income might be a way to go.
Unless we get off of this planet, we will all die. That's the end of it. We're just going to.
Of course we will. Yeah, but the time scale on that is still is way off.
Is it?
I suggest that we just we say that if there are any technological advancements further, they have to make the jobs easier for the people doing them, but not remove the jobs.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's why if that is not the case, the technological advancement shouldn't be allowed.
That's not going to happen.
That's why I tried saying earlier about integrating ourselves with machines so we could make ourselves more efficient, thereby doing more efficient work.
Yeah,
we're never going to be able to do. We're never going to be able to do work.
So we should start asking, not start asking, can we do it, but should we do it?
But the problem is, you can't ask, should we do it in the world we live? Because we might not. We could decide. We could have that moral debate as to whether or not we should do it. Okay.
What is it?
And China will do it. Say again.
What is the it that we're discussing?
Oh, anything.
Right now?
Say self-driving trucks, for a perfect example. Okay. Right. So go self-driving trucks. Well, all right. We'll decide. We're not going to do it. We're going to keep the drivers, keep the trucks, and go that way.
All
right. Now China will do it. Or another country will do it. Right, and all of a sudden their cost of production is dramatically reduced because their moving of materials around the country is a fraction of the cost of ours. We're no longer competitive. This is why we can't decide not to do most of this stuff. There might be niche things we could decide not to do. But in general,
I think America would be all right because they've got a massive train network though, and they rely heavily on automated train systems. I think that's the way they'll go. They've got much
their
more
trains
are
for shit.
Than we have.
Their train network is for shit.
I wouldn't say that. I follow a few on here, rail fans who go and do all the train watching. I'm pretty impressed by the amount of cargo that they haul. Compared to the UK, it's unreal.
But in comparison to the amount that they put on the road, it is nothing.
Dave?
Yeah.
Have I ever mentioned, Dave, that you're an absolute knobhead?
Yes, why?
Because you come on for these questions, and it alternates between, this is a fun, silly chat, and I can rant about Star Wars a bit. Oh no, I'm having an existential crisis.
The irony.
That's the point. You wait for the next question.
I think one of the ironies. I think one of the ironies of this, though, is that you could end up, I think, having the almost. It's gonna be a similar failure to full employment in a certain way.
Yes.
It's gonna be the same. It's gonna basically cause the same fucking problem. It won't work. We still, if we still have an economy that's governed by the same fucking rules that it is now, it's all the technological improvements in the world are not gonna mean shit for people. I mean, I don't know if you remember back. I've read back in the 50s. It was a Labour minister called Anthony Crossland, and what was he writing about them in? And this is what he's sort of saying about full employment. That we're where is it? That we're going to be able to turn our attention increasingly to all more important spheres like personal freedom, happiness, cultural endeavour, cultivation and leisure, beauty, grace, excitement. All this stuff that he was saying. We can put. Did it work? How did that turn out?
No.
But it was just, they were in a blooming utopian idea that we were on the threshold of mass abundance, and I think this is the problem. We could easily people will get into that sort of mindset about this technological fixes and whatever, It ain't. It's.
Well, you are reliant.
Societal. There needs to be some fundamental societal change.
Yes,
Well,
you are reliant
technological.
upon people being benevolent at the top,
Yeah,
which is basically
That
what
is-
you
which is
require.
Which is where you're fucked.
Right. Anyone else
Is
have
that
anything to
not
say
how-
before we go on?
Look at
I
distraction.
like sandwiches.
You like sandwiches?
Hi, Jen. I agree.
Let's just have like let's just fucking end society, shall we?
Sure. I was asking
yeah.
Jen, following on our conversation yesterday, Badger, I was asking my daughter about whether or not we could have certain types of police forces in a different fashion, and how you could ensure, or at least reduce to an absolute minimum, biases. And the final solution she came up with was to kill everyone apart from her.
Very
I mean,
Thanos.
that would do it.
That is a final solution. I'll grant you.
That would end all biases apart from there would be
Hers.
a very strong bias for one person.
Yes, I said that. I said, and you would have to live with that for the rest of your life that you're biased. If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day, and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.